uncharted territory. Like, these Cleveland fuck people didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen to me, you know? I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen to me, but I didn't care. Like, well, I was gonna let rock and roll happen to me, guys.
Hold one of these.
Hallelujah.
So, I went down there, and,
can you see
I drove, man. I was listening to Heaven and Hell, Black Sabbath.
That's a good album.
Like, listen to that shit, fucking, like, rocking across. I remember Dio. Like, as I crossed the river, I was like I'm going in West Virginia. I drove down, I had these instructions that were like, you're gonna go here, and you're gonna drive about this many minutes, and you're gonna look for this thing, and then you're gonna see a cutout in the side of the road, and then, like, that's where he lives. So,
no
like,
street signs.
No street signs, man. So, like, I told these cow slingers guys that, like, I was picking them up for this show. I was like, you gotta rent me a vehicle. So I had all the instructions that I had a rental Bronco, I think it was. So I drove down there and I parked the shit. I found that fucking cut out in the road, man. And I was like, fucking hell, I'm gonna park right here on the road. And I walked down, man. You walk down, you're walking through some woods, and there's like signs, like, hammered to the fucking, just to get out, I will kill you, like, gonna die. And then you walk a little deeper, and then, like, there's a big, like, New York City bus that says the Hunchin' Bus, and, like, I'm like, all right, man, I'm in the, and I had met him in Cleveland. He was on tour with like Fat Possum or one of them labels that I was doing that, like, the bluesy rootsy thing for a while. So I'd met him, but so I'm walking out, I see the bus, like, the Hunchin' Bus, like, you're gonna die. You walk down there, it's like the Hunchin' Shack, you know, like, and I get down to this area, and there's a tar paper shack, there's a trailer, there's a fucking steamroller, there's a fucking car, and then a dog, all running around, and then a bathtub right in front of the first trailer that you saw. A bathtub with a hose going up to some kind of contraption. So I walked down. So I walked down, and I'm like, all right, now I'm from Yuma. I understand this multiple trailer thing. Like, I've seen this shit. All right, like, I'm gonna go to the closest one, the one by the tub. And I knock, and all of a sudden the door goes. He goes, whoa! Whoa! And all the smoke rolls out. Like, how you doing? Like, I was like, hey man, Hassel, how you doing? And he's like, hey, good to see you. I burned a little hamburger. Like, come on in. Like, so, like, I was like, all right, buddy. Like, walk inside the house, and, like, I was sober when I got there, and I was sober the whole time because he kept offering me things, and I kept thinking, you know, the best thing for me to do is be sober through this whole thing. But yeah, we sat down. Yeah, we started talking about shit, and, like, and he's telling me, he's like, hey, look at this thing I got. People are trying to rip me out, and he pulls out this, like, 45 long barrel handgun with a fucking scope on it. And he's like, check this out. And, like, look at it. And he hands it to me. I was like, thank you. Like, I will take possession of this thing. Like, this is a very nice thing that you have here. Like, I like it. You can probably kill a motherfucker with this easily. Like, I'm going to set it right by me. He's like, hey, you know what you missed? You missed all these gals over here. You missed all these gals. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm here because we have a show in Cincinnati at this time. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. But we'll, I was like, are you ready to go? Yeah, you know what? I'll be ready about the time I'm ready. All right. All right. So I sit and I talk to him because I had seen him in Cleveland about 4 months before and spent about 5 hours just bullshitting with the guy. Like, I was, when I heard that Cramp song, because, I mean, I got Warhound tattooed on my arm. Like, when I heard the Cramps, like, that was a big,
It's dying.
when I understood